Hi there. If this is your first time listening, this podcast is for those aged 18 or older and may talk about mature topics and have lots of bad language. So, if you're not 18, you should probably go ahead and get out of here, you fucking cunt!
Do you miss us yet?
Yeah, I've missed y'all, honestly. Although I do have one important question that I want to ask before we get started on this.
Okay.
Do we want to talk about Velma at all during all of this?
About Velma?
I don't know how much there is to
I don't
talk
know.
about it.
I haven't watched it because you see, here's the thing. I haven't watched it yet because I'm way too busy doing literally anything else of value. So
Honestly, same. This morning, instead of watching Velma or even looking at anyone's opinions about Velma, I just watched Jello Apocalypse's video on why Fred is the best.
I mean, I could have watched it last night, but I was busy with End of Evangelion, and yeah.
I mean, both of those are probably better pieces of content to watch. Me, on the other hand, I've been pretty much binge watching the Powerpuff Girls for like the past month or so.
I thought you were going to say Velma, and I was gonna be like, why?
I'm currently I started a marathon of Inuyasha to get to take something lighter after Evangelion.
Ooh, that's a name that I have not heard in a long, long time.
Honestly, yeah, I have not heard of Inuyasha in quite some time. When I think of Inuyasha, I'm just like, oh my god, that's like sending me back to my high school years right there.
I still watch it unironically because it's great. 10 out of 10.
Hey kids at home, do y'all remember Adult Swim? Do y'all remember the Adult Swim block that happened back from like 2002 to 2005? Because we sure remember that, I'm pretty sure.
Sorry, I was not trying to make that an awkward silence. I'm just... I am trying to stretch my spine.
Oh, God.
Alright, are we ready to begin?
Oh, I've been recording this entire time. Welcome to the Chaotically Queer podcast.
Oh my god, I hate that you fucking do that. That's the problem of doing this as a monthly podcast, is that I keep forgetting that you do that shit.
Anyway, welcome to the Chaotically Queer podcast, the only podcast that does not tell its co-hosts when the fuck we start. I'm Chloe, and I'm just the devil, apparently.
Fuck you!
Everything's made up and the start time doesn't matter.
That's right. It matters just as much as anybody's opinions on, like, I don't know, fucking Velma, I guess, given the fact we talked about it before, but we're not going to talk about it because the general consensus is fuck that shit.
The general consensus is why would you expose your brain cells to something like that? I don't get hate watchers.
Yeah. I don't get it either.
Controversial opinion. I don't get hate watchers.
I don't get it either because it's like, that's viewership that you're giving the fucking thing. Like,
I mean, even beyond it, not even reaching that far. Like, yes, you are objectively right, but also, hate watching is not self-care.
Yeah, if you're going to hate watch something, pirate it at least so you're not contributing to the fact that it's going to get a second season, for fuck's sake.
Right, and at least do so, like, okay, so I've watched
greenlit for a second season.
Yes, and it's purely because of how many people have already watched it by this point.
Yeah, it's like the thing.
Theo, can you do me a solid? I know you've been canceling animated shows left and right, but this one is actually worth it.
You know, that they're not gonna do that. They're gonna not do that purely because they're in the market of canceling and pretty much deleting all of the good shows and keeping only the shit ones. Can we talk about how they remove pretty much all their animated shows, release Velma, and say, hey, it's our #1 most viewed animated show? Compared to what? That's capitalism, baby. Oh my fucking god. Jesus H titty fuck, I hate this.
Charlie Moist Critical put it better than I possibly ever could, and his video in response his video on Velma is just beautiful.
Remind me to put that on my list of things I need to watch immediately after this. But
It's just like an 8 to 10 minute video. It's not even one of his long ones.
lovely. That's good. I mean, again, I'm probably gonna I'm writing this down right now. Watch the critical video as soon as I possibly can. It is probably gonna be good. And if not, at least it'll be better than hate watching the show and then being all like, see, I watched it, I can have an opinion on it.
I haven't even watched it, and I don't feel like I need to have an opinion on it because so many people already do.
Listen, I just looked at
So many people have already watched it and have an opinion on it, and they're people who I trust.
See, I just looked at all the promotional material for it that came out in like the month before it came out, and I already made the decision to actively say, no, I'm not gonna watch this, not gonna pirate it, not gonna even touch it. I am just going to Ghostbusters 2016 it. I'm gonna treat it like it doesn't exist.
Yeah, that's honestly the best thing to do. Like, it's kind of funny
The
because
worst part about that is I'm so mad at myself that I did a double take and was like, there was a Ghostbusters that came out in 2016.
I mean, I don't blame you for forgetting that it was a very forgettable movie.
Genuinely, it's probably for the best that you forget that ever happened, and honestly, all of the discourse at the time.
You put the hole in the ground right there, and like 2 seconds later, I stepped in it.
Honestly, you're not missing out on much by not watching it. I
Which
just think
one, Belmore or Ghostbusters 2016?
Ghostbusters 20. Well, both actually.
Both. I was gonna say I've seen Ghostbusters 2016. I saw it because I was in college at the time, and keep in mind I went to a very like my college was like the poster child for what for white feminism.
Oh no.
So you got
Thanks,
shit if you got shit for not seeing it, like just by a certain group within the campus, and it was like, fine, I'll watch it and give my opinion. And I watched it, and lo and behold, I did not like it. And none of the reasons I liked it had anything to do with the fucking gender of the characters.
It is purely because it is poorly written garbage.
Oh, God.
Anyway, I know that I said at the beginning, oh, should we talk about Velma? We were all like, nope, and we've kind of spent about like, 8 minutes talking about Velma.
Not because I wanted to.
Thanks, Chloe.
Oh, I'm sorry. I tried to do a bit here, and now everyone's just like, oh, good on you, Chloe.
Well, it was more than a bit. It was, do you still call 8 minutes a bit?
I guess. Anyway, fucking
Welcome
how
to
has
the last episode?
Anyway, moving on. Last time we all got together, it was like recorded right before Christmas. So given the fact it's like the end of January almost at this point, and will probably be by the time this gets out, how has the Christmas and New Year period been for the both of you?
All right.
It was good, and then briefly I got. Should I talk about the controversy I was involved in like near the end of the year?
Go right ahead. This is your platform for that.
I only caught the tail end of that, and I was like, it wasn't even the gif of Donald Glover walking into a room and the room is on fire. It's like I walked into the room and people are like, you can tell the room has been scorched, and I have no idea what the fuck happened.
Okay, so okay, where do I begin with that? Okay, so basically, while I was on vacation, I got pinged on my Twitter because someone tagged me in a post basically saying that Jazzy Oliver should not be voicing in Inanimate Insanity because she was in a Yaoi game. And
I
allegedly.
feel like we were talking about this literally last time.
Literally, last time, this is the thing that you were worried about happening.
Yeah, I know, but it gets worse than.
Oh no.
So, okay, so not only that, but they alleged that I drew/animated, they couldn't decide which, child pornography, and that I had sexual interactions with minors on Twitter. Neither claim they could find anything to back it up, so that was fun.
To my knowledge, you don't even really draw.
I don't, and it's funny because so when
if you did draw, good for you. I don't think you would have even.
No, I
drawn
wouldn't
that.
have drawn
I don't
that,
think
but
you even draw in general.
Right. The point is, I don't draw in general. Like, the first claim was that I animated something, and then, like, in my response, I said, I can't animate, and then they changed the claim to, oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. She actually drew it, and it's like, I have bad news, I can't draw either.
It's like,
my whole
bitch.
reason for getting into voice acting is the whole reason I got involved in voice acting was because I wanted to work on cartoons, but I don't have the patience to draw or animate, so. Like, that's just so this controversy didn't even last that long, honestly. It only lasted for like a few days on Twitter, slightly longer on TikTok, because I guess they posted a thing on TikTok too, which is funny because I don't even use that platform.
God,
so
TikTok is
Jesus
just a fucking
Christ, no.
cesspool.
No, it honestly, based on everything, this was just a case of someone mad that a trans actress was getting work and wanted to
LM fucking AO.
wanted to put a false claim in over said actress, and you could tell because they were basically like they were like it was all
they were trying to get the most bang for the effort.
Pretty much, and like again, there was just nothing. There was genuinely nothing they had to back up any of these claims, and like so I guess one thing they wanted to say is that the Yaoi game I was in, Scoutmaster Season, like the characters were underage, but no, I confirmed with the devs and even made sure this was kept consistently. I was on everyone's ass about this thing. No, everyone in that game was 18 at least, so
This is why you always double check the ages of the people that you're voicing in the thing that you're in, because of shit like this.
I do. And so like, and I guess some people, like a couple people brought up like something one of the devs might have done in the past, and not understanding that I'm
God.
not understanding I'm a voice actor. First of all, I'm not involved in the company beyond like giving the voice to one of their fucking characters and collecting a paycheck and calling it a day.
But we do love moving goalposts.
That is the part. That is the part that I got the barest amount of context for at the time. The part that I walked in on was you talking about a developer that you had worked with and clarifying that you were hired talent and not actually
right
within.
And I said I would talk to, and I did post that I would talk to them about it,
Right.
and I did good conversation overall. And I mean, but at this point, like with some
praise be for open communication somewhere in here.
Yeah.
Right. Like at this point, like for some projects with NSFW content, depending on context and everything, I'm probably just using an alias just to avoid this shit. And I don't mind saying that on a public platform because fuckers don't know what that alias is.
Feeling that a lot, honestly.
But no, it was just so goddamn ridiculous. Like, and And the thing was, this was happening while I was out of state. This was happening while I was on a vacation. This was at a point in time I was supposed to be relaxing, and I couldn't.
Jesus.
Yeah, that is like that is the thing that I sort of took away from the get-go. That like absolutely they did not get what they wanted. But
Nope.
also they fucking derailed your life for a few days, and a few days on Twitter is it's far longer than anyone is willing to give it credit for.
2
Right,
days,
and
2
it's
days of
just-
drama on Twitter is essentially an eternity.
Yeah.
And I mean, at the end of the day, it did not affect, like, really, didn't really affect anything at the end of the day. I'm still, anything I'm voicing in, I'm voicing in, and I still have the decent reputation that I do in
Good.
my field, so I'm not going to fucking, so overall, it was just a few days of stress for nothing, so.
But
And then
Glad that turned out as harmless as it did.
yeah. But on the
I
plus,
mean, like-
side, Jazzy, you've officially made it as a voice actress. If people are trying to cancel you like that for no good reason.
Pretty much,
Pardon
basic.
me while
I
go
talked.
pick up my eyeballs. They just fucking fell out of my head because I rolled them so hard.
well, like I can't remember if I mentioned this, but like a few of my friends and I suspected it was due to the fact that a couple days sometime prior to all this going on, I was apparently brought up on a list of people who had supported the Drop Kiwi Farms hashtag because that site is a cesspit that needed to die.
Oh, of course, that's why it all came about. Probably.
Pretty much, yeah. It was just Kiwi Farms again, and like and I kind of suspected it from the get-go because a lot of what they were saying, like a lot of the language they were using and what they were saying about me matched a lot of what was said about me in Kiwi Farms posts that I was aware of. So
Right.
Oh, Jesus, I forgot you were on Kiwi Farms at one point.
yeah, I got doxxed a couple times by them, so
Oh, fuck. I totally forgot you got doxxed by them at one point. Jesus Christ, Jazzy.
I laugh, but it's only to hide the bullshit.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, aside from the drama, has there been things that have been happening aside from that in the past, like, month and a half?
I watched through all of Evangelion for the first time.
I've been
Oh
seeing
yeah, how
that.
was it?
That's my review of Evangelion.
Yeah, that's
it's just
about...
confused mouth noises. I loved it, but
Missy, have you seen Evangelion? I forget.
No, you haven't forgotten.
Okay, so yeah, that reaction is pretty on point
do
then.
explain. Have I seen Evangelion yet?
I don't know.
No, I've not.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
And that's what fucking Chloe is trying to get me to say.
Damn it, Missy, work with me here.
I also started playing.
Oh, but I don't anyway.
I also started replaying Persona 3 Portable since that got released on modern consoles.
Oh, yeah.
How's that?
It's a fun, like, here's the thing. I love Portable as a version of Persona 3. But it's a really fucking weird version to put on modern consoles.
Yeah,
Really?
honestly, like, I get that it's like the most recent version of it, I think, but also FES is literally right there. You can literally just port that version. It's not that hard. I
get why. I mean, Portable has, like, it it has the most refined battle system. They worked out all the kinks, and it has the female protagonist, which I think is worth it alone.
Yeah.
But you can also tell that this is like just playing it like even if the title Portable wasn't there, even if you went into this thinking that this was Persona 3, you could tell just by playing this that this was made for a portable console, and they just printed it up for HD consoles. And for $20, it's not bad. It's just really fucking weird. But I also have Persona 4 Golden on the back burner, so that's gonna be super fucking fun because Persona 4 was my introduction to the series.
Yeah.
Persona 4 was also mine, and it's sort of... I don't really have any concrete knowledge of Persona going back farther than 4.
That's fair.
So I'm actually very curious. Like, you're talking about the distinctions between P3 and P3 Portable, and I'm like, this is all news to me.
Okay, so in Persona 3 on the console, like the way the graphics worked is it worked similar to Persona 4, where there were like hand-drawn sprites for the dialogue boxes, but there were also like in-game characters moving around to kind of show what they were doing. Persona 3 Portable doesn't have that. It's entirely a visual novel setup. The only time you will ever see the character models is when you're in Tartarus, which is basically the game's mega dungeon.
Okay.
Is when you're in Tartarus, when you're in battle, or in any of like the smaller mini dungeons that are scattered throughout different points of the game. Like stuff like navigating is done through this kind of point and click method, and cutscenes are done via like kind of a visual novel setup, and they completely removed the animated cutscenes. So if you were hoping to see those, I have some sad news.
Oh no.
Yeah, my best summation of Persona 3 Portable is that it runs similar to a visual novel with JRPG battles at points.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, it's a fun version of the game to play. They bring in a lot of the mechanical fixes like from Persona 4, like the fact that you can control all members of the party now, not just the protagonist.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is my favorite edition because I just like having more I like assuming direct control.
And also because the
And
AI
that's
kind of
fair and
fucking
valid.
sucks.
Oh yeah, the AI fucking blows in Persona 3 and FES. Like I love that game. I love the original 3 and I especially love FES, but the AI is fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So I'm happy
Worse
like
than Kingdom Hearts 1 Donald.
oh, they are somehow more brain dead than KH1 Donald.
I was about to say it's probably worse.
Yeah, so Persona 3 Portable has that going for it with the fact that you can just command all party members directly and not have to worry about the AI doing anything, which is the way I like it. Like I said, you also have the option to play as a male or female protagonist, which not only changes gender, it also changes perspective on a few cutscenes, and also the female protagonist has a few different social links compared, like some of the social links are different, including the fact that unlike the male protagonist, the female protagonist has social links with every member of the party and not just the female members. Because Persona 3 was weird like that.
Yeah.
Which is also another reason I prefer it, because when I'm playing Persona, I want to be friends with the people I'm fighting with. Let me be friends with them.
Yeah.
Also, the only downside is you don't get to romance Mitsuru as femme protagonist, and I am forever sad about that.
Yeah, and I would have loved to romance Mitsuru. But like a few things also to note is that like it runs at a pretty smooth frame rate. Loading times are much faster. And because I know people were curious about this, because it's a direct port that doesn't add anything content-wise and story-wise, yes, all the voice acting is retained, and yes, that does mean certain problematic individuals can still be heard.
Yep.
Oh.
Not exactly a fan of that, not gonna lie.
Huh.
Yeah, and I get why. I get if you're not adding anything story-wise and you already have a perfectly good dub fuck it.
Yeah, it's literally just a new port.
Right. It is a new port of Persona 3 Portable. But on the plus side, the voice actors that aren't problematic and give good performances are still there. So, yay. I still have
Hooray.
Liam O'Brien as Akihiko as wonderful, and Terraplasm Mitsuru as wonderful as ever.
Nice.
Hooray.
But yeah, so far I'd say Portable is fun, though that title is now fucking meaningless because I'm playing it on a PS5. Yes, this is a very console.
Persona 3 PS5.
Yeah.
I mean, that works.
Persona 3. that makes that makes it sound like I hate the game when I actually really like it.
Yeah.
I find, especially with the things that I am very deeply interested in, I am more inclined to be passionately critical about it, to the point where every so often, like, I do have to check myself because I wade too far into the weeds.
Right.
Like, I am making that, like, I'm hearing the words coming out of my mouth, and I'm like, I'm making a spirited argument against this thing that I absolutely love. And this is not my intended meaning. And it's something that I've had to catch myself on a few different times. I get, personally, I get it the most with, like, Kingdom Hearts. Because, like, yeah, I fucking adore Kingdom Hearts. Is it?
Oh yeah.
Is it an absolutely perfect game? No, and I can give you 15 different reasons why.
Just 15? Oh, hold my beer.
Oh,
Listen.
just 15,
No,
huh?
hold my sea salt ice cream.
I'm being respectable here. I am not wasting people's time. But, like, if I go any longer than 15 different reasons, I'm like, I like cross that boundary from these are the things that even I find critical with the games and the franchise as a whole. And then I'm like, here's why you shouldn't play this game.
It's a very fine line, I won't lie.
Here's 50 fucking reasons Kingdom Hearts is duty poo poo garbage 5-hour long video.
Thank you, Cinema Sins.
Also thank you, thank you, H Bomber Guy, thank you, Lily Pete, thank you, literally anybody that's done hate videos that go over, like, the 1 hour mark in the last decade.
Kingdom Hearts is garbage, and here's why. A video essay by Jazzy. I'm very subtle there with who I was knocking there.
Oh, yeah, you were not subtle at all.
If you wanted subtlety, why did you bring me here?
Listen, if I wanted people who were subtle to work with on a podcast, I would have just, I don't know, I would have gone literally any other people aside from you two. But subtlety is not why we're here.
I don't know whether I should be offended or not.
I'm sorry if it was kind of offensive to say that, but it's only because I like y'all.
I like to think I'm very reasonable.
Oh, don't worry, Missy, you are reasonable. I'm just kind of a bitch sometimes.
Oh, good.
Yes, you are.
Good to know the consensus is clear. Missy, what have you been up to?
I don't know, just existing. Let's see, what have I been up to? See, you put me on the spot, and, like, I'm great at bouncing off what other people are doing. You know what I need to? I still need to see, and I'm kind of mad I didn't get around to seeing it over towards the end of December, but It's still on my list of things that I need to watch. Did you know that Tokyo Godfathers is free to watch on YouTube as with YouTube ads?
Oh shit, I need to watch it now. That's one of the Satoshi Kon films I haven't seen.
I actually watched it over Christmas in that format. It's good shit, and I'm glad that it's online in that format and it's free. Because that is good culture.
I never seen a Satoshi Kon movie.
Oh god.
What? You've never seen Satoshi Kon movie? What?
No, then this is why I'm mad at myself.
Missy, we are going to fucking watch Perfect Blue together, and you're gonna sit there and like it!
Ooh, if y'all gonna watch Perfect Blue, y'all better fucking let me in on that, because I fucking love Perfect Blue.
Perfect Blue is one of my favorite movies.
Did you know that the person who fucking Darren Aronofsky took scenes from Perfect Blue and put them into Requiem for a Dream?
Yes, I'm pretty sure everyone's aware at this point.
Literally, I literally watched Perfect Blue like before watching Requiem, and then when I watched Requiem, I saw this clip, and I'm just like, ah, shit, that's the Perfect Blue tub scene. Also, fun little tidbit, please don't watch Requiem for a Dream more than once in your lifetime. You'll thank me later.
I don't plan to watch it just because I really try to avoid anything with Jared Leto at this point.
I mean, that's fair.
Panic neuron activated. I don't know this movie that you all are talking about, and frankly, I don't think that my life would be enriched if I did know.
Yeah, kind of. It's one of those movies that, it's kind of, well, again, like I said...
Great, moving on.
Yeah, I am just gonna leave it at that. My review for Requiem for a Dream is just, it's great, never gonna watch this again.
I don't know. I do like mindfucky movies. I mean, I will, like, some people have said, some people got the assumption that after I watched End of Evangelion, I wasn't going to watch it again. It's like, oh no, I'll watch it plenty of times. That was amazing.
Look, to put it like...
I could point out that's...
Perfect.
Listen, I could point out that it fucked my brain, but...
End of Eva is the kind of fucked up where you want to watch it again.
Just because I think there was a lot of I think there was a lot of details I missed on the first viewing, so...
Yeah, your first
and I still loved it.
Your first viewing of it is just like, what the fuck am I watching? What the fuck? What the... Ah! And then the second viewing is just like, oh, this is what's happening now. Meanwhile, Perfect Blue is just like panic neurons activated constantly.
On my end, so you had a perfectly cut scream.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna be surprised if my audio on your end is kind of a bit iffy, because my ping has been going all over the place on this while we're in the Discord call right now.
What?
Gotta love good old Australian internet, you know?
Yay, Australia!
Yay. Australian internet. You're guaranteed to drop out like 50% of the time.
Neat.
But yeah, Tokyo Godfathers. How was that?
I don't know, I haven't seen it yet.
Well, what the fuck?
So you brought up the fact that Tokyo Godfathers is free on YouTube and you didn't watch it?
Are you both gaslighting me right now?
Yeah.
I said fucking up front that I was mad at myself that I hadn't seen it yet. I've said that like 3 times already.
Oh my god, oh my god, you're right. Jesus fucking Christ, one single brain cell really is
Hi,
shared
everybody.
between all of us.
Welcome to the first episode of the podcast. What the fuck do you mean?
Oh my god. Again.
Not just one, but both of you.
One single brain cell shared between all of us. It's like what was said in the first episode. Fuck's sake. Oh god. Okay. Okay. Anything else you would like to share to the class, Missy?
Get yourself a heating pad. They're nice. I got one off Amazon just like a week ago because I've been more open about it lately than previously because I guess like getting to know myself and being more confident. I have chronic tension in the muscles in my shoulders and my spine. And it makes it very difficult to work sometimes. And I've had to adjust my way of working creatively and learn when to stop before I get to the point where I get out of my chair and have to lie on my back on the floor for half an hour until I can possibly stand up.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's something that I haven't been super it's something that I was previously fairly hesitant to talk about. And it's taken a lot of reassuring myself and also learning to not feel ashamed. Special mention to Christina Costello at It's Tina Time on Twitter, another voice actor who's talking about her disability and how it affects her as a working voice actor and a creative person. Like, she has indirectly given me more confidence than she knows in talking about this and like normalizing it for myself. And I both of you have known me for a while. You know that I preach self-care from sun up till the cows come home.
Yes, yes, you do.
And I've been learning to take self-care seriously for myself. I will not lie. I am one of those people who gives really good advice, but is absolutely shit at taking my own. And I can say I can say positive stuff and how to center your well-being, but I need to the way I learned that myself is not to repeat it to myself like a motto. I need to learn it in a roundabout way from other people. If you ask me what I'm up to since the last time we talked, that's it. That's what I've been doing. I've been working on myself more conscientiously than I think I ever have, and I think I even give myself credit for.
Honestly, that's pretty respectable, to be honest. Especially just given,
Yeah, I
like,
agree.
the fact that that type of stuff is really serious, to be honest. But, like, and for what it's worth, Missy, just so that we have this recorded and so that you can come back to this, I'm proud of you for getting a lot better about that, because, like, holy shit, thinking about that myself kind of scares me a little bit. And like, I'm glad that you're recognizing that and making steps to like sort of get better at that sort of thing, because it sounds like you really need it. So like, really proud of you for that, honestly. Especially because that shit ain't easy, to be honest, especially with like coming to terms with that stuff and then just being all like, okay, gotta actually like take care of myself, you know?
And like it's one thing to say taking care of yourself, and like something that I'm still learning is that taking care of myself is not something that you just do once or once a month or once a week. It's something that I need to be conscious of like every day for the rest of my life. And just being able to talk about it is like it's a massive weight off my shoulders, and good God, I need stuff off my shoulders.
Oh god, yeah, feeling that a lot. Oh, especially given the fact that like, oh god, turned 26 over the last months to the last time we did this, and I'm slowly starting to realize, holy shit, body is getting old. And the first immediate wake-up call for that was waking up like 2 weeks ago with my back just feeling extremely sore for an entire day, as from when I woke up to like
Let's fucking go.
Yes, I'm having the old people back issues. It's finally happening, gals.
I've dealt with back issues since I was a kid. Weak shit.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I always heard it talked about as like old people stuff, but that it's not that we're getting old. It's that the people who do deal with this stuff on a regular basis and are not even remotely old actually have a platform now.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm smelling dinner, so I might need. Would you guys be cool if I drop out of this episode a bit early?
Oh, go for it. Eat.
Yeah.
Go eat food. Go eat food.
Fine, I'm
Go
going.
eat food.
Signing off. Bye.
Okay, cool. Alrighty, cool. All right, it's just the two of us now, and oh god,
Yeah.
love this.
Chloe, did you get the Discord noise?
No, I did not get the Discord noise.
God damn it. All right, it's fine.
What Discord noise?
For me it's the noise of Jazzy exiting the call.
Oh, I don't have it because I have streamer mode enabled because because I'm the gal that's fucking recording this right now.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Why
That is fair and understandable, and I respect it.
are you questioning if you got it or not?
Tell me about... Huh?
Are you questioning if you got it or not?
No, I was questioning if the Discord noise is going to be in the episode. Because like, I'm not asking, like, I do editing. Editing is not easy.
Can concur
on the off
that.
chance that the audio did get cut, that would just be amazingly funny. I'm a very timing-based individual, I find. I don't know if you get the same thing, Chloe. That just like a lot of Vine Try Not to Laugh compilations.
Yep.
A majority of those don't make me laugh.
Honestly, yeah.
What does consistently make me laugh, though, is uh the Twitter account Perfectly Cut Screams.
Yes.
That's just like you hear the start of someone screaming and it's fantastic. It's also I'm a fan of like I'm happy that that like first it was um like we'll be right back. Not like
The Eric Andre show?
the earliest. Well, yes, but I'm thinking like the natural progression of memes in that style, and I think at first it was like um
The JoJo to be continued
it was
meme?
like the I thought about Roundabout too, but even earlier than that, I think the sort of progenitor of that style is um the TV channel Cutoff with just like the beep and it's either the color screen panel tests for a television or it's like a gray screen that says we're experiencing technical difficulties.
Oh, you mean like those ones where we'll be right back facing technical difficulties, like just like a
Yes,
just
yes,
like
that one, yeah.
just like a sudden cut to a screen like that, those sorts of things.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I know these things. I know what these things are like. I watched The Simpsons growing
Yeah.
up.
Right. And just like it's also why I'm extraordinarily happy that the We'll Be Right Back meme format kicked in and like it grew beyond the Eric Andre show. It became its own recognizable meme in internet culture. I freaking love those memes.
Yeah, I love those.
those are the things that make me laugh.
Yeah, there's a meme that kind of reminds me of sort of like that. It's the Helvetica Standard meme format from Nichijou. And I'm glad that somehow became a meme because the more recognizable, the more recognition I should say that Nichijou gets, the better in my opinion.
Nichijou is a show that has just gotten better and better with age.
Makes me sort of sad that the dub that got released is now considered lost media.
Yeah.
Because, like, Funimation
The
doesn't.
fact that
Well, Crunchyroll doesn't have it on their streaming services, I think. I haven't checked for it in a while. And the DVDs they released of it are now out of print. And I'm like, wow.
the fact that anything is considered lost media now in a time where objectively it has become the easiest and most accessible it has ever been to archive media of every kind that has ever existed.
I mean, honestly, if it weren't for the fact
It
that.
makes me constantly angry.
Yeah, if it weren't for the fact that people were archiving stuff that was getting removed from streaming services, I'm almost certain series like Infinity Train, OKKO, and Mighty Magiswords would also be considered lost media.
Yes. Yup.
But honestly, I'm just really
Thank
glad
Michael
that
Eisner for the Disney Vault. Yeah.
yeah, I'm just glad that like people have actually, gone through and ended up like actually ensuring that it is going to be kept even after it's been like deleted for years, or at least like removed from those streaming services.
Yes.
Like screw you, fucking Who's the guy in charge of like Warner Bros. Discovery now?
Fuck, I don't even remember at this point.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck him and his idea that he should sell off like those properties just so that he can make him a tax write-off. Shit like that is the reason why we're never gonna get Megas XLR on DVD again.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, considering the
You know
fact
what's
that
the fucking weirdest thing that I'm sorry, just halfway tangent, sort of like backtracking.
yeah.
Nichijou got me thinking again a while back. Apparently, it lives on the same shelf in my brain as Nichijou, but apparently Azumanga Daioh memes from that are coming back as well.
Oh yeah. Honestly, I love the fact that Azumanga Daioh is coming back into the public consciousness because holy shit, that show is awesome.
Like those were some of my first like I watched like the original anime Hells. If are you familiar? It may be a deep cut for like most people, but those who remember anime Hell,
Oh god, anime
like
hell. I was like, do you remember
remember
the anime
anime
Hells? And
Hell.
I'm like, wait, there's an anime called Hells? That's pretty dope. And then
No. The YouTube series
yeah, it made me realize, oh, you're talking about
called Anime Hell.
Yeah, it made me realize you were talking about that anime Hells, and then I followed it up by thinking to myself,
Yes.
oh god, that I grew up on that stuff. Like literally, that was some of my first exposure to
Right?
AMVs in the community.
Yes, and like there were so many good riffs on Azumanga Daioh's clips.
Honestly, the ones that I remember the most are probably like the ones that everyone remembers, like the Mac ads that featuring Osaka with like the epilepsy inducing visuals.
Yep, back before epilepsy warnings were a thing.
Reminding myself I'm gonna have to put in a whole lot of epilepsy warnings for an upcoming video I'm doing, cause well, I guess I should probably talk about what I've been doing the last month or so. I managed to release like a video that I was talking about doing like sometime last year, and that was the Teen Titans ranked video.
Was it the one that you said you needed to do, or the one that you said you wanted to do?
It was the one that I said I needed to do because I had already pretty much gotten to the scripting point on that one, and that was Teen Titans ranked. So yeah, I got that done.
Okay.
And as of recording this episode, it got released about 10 days ago as of this recording, and it is currently sitting on nearly 800 views, and I'm stunned it's gotten that level of traction in like over a week.
Congrats.
Yeah, like
Congrats.
Yeah, by the way, anybody that's listening to this that subscribed to me due to that video, thank you very much for continuing to watch my content even after that. This is part of the other stuff.
And if
that
not,
I do on here.
subscribe to Chloe, goddammit.
Yeah, honestly, like, I have also completed one other video that I said that I was potentially going to get out sometime in the new year. And that was the booth building video, which I pretty much recorded throughout December. That was me sneezing there.
Gesundheit.
But yeah, I got that video done as well.
I actually don't know what your current booth is.
Oh, you're gonna find out soon enough. Like the video actually shows you like what the inside of the booth looks like and how I made it. It is still pretty rinky-dink, but it still works pretty well, and hopefully from the sound that's coming through from your end, from what you sounded like right now, hopefully it's sounding good enough.
Mhm. It sounds perfectly serviceable for me, but then again, we're on Discord.
Yeah, Discord audio quality is kind of iffy, but I have actually done a test of it in in action.
to Discord, where the audio is it's pretty good, honestly.
I know, right? It sounds like we're talking through an echo chamber right now.
Yep. But people are probably gonna watch that video, say to myself, Chloe, what the fuck? Why are you building something like this? This is not gonna work. How is anybody gonna hire you as a professional voice actress because of this? And I'm like, so long as my audio quality.
Fuck up. I know literal professionals who record from a fucking closet with actual clothes that they wear hanging from hangers on either side.
Yeah, my immediate response to any.
Do not judge a booth by what it looks like. You only judge a booth if you are a qualified audio engineer.
Definitely. But now that I have this booth all set up, and given the fact I have a video for that ready to go out, as of date of recording, this podcast may go out before the video goes out, because I'm gonna release this first and then the booth video. So probably gonna have 2 bits of content going out during the week. Who can tell? But that's my next video going out, and I'm really excited for that because holy hell am I excited for people to see the fact that I pretty much made an unraveled video on making a booth building. The thumbnail for the video is literally me just 2 versions of myself, one during the booth building process and the other of me just holding my head in shame going, it was chaos.
Oh, so complete Brian David Gilbert style mental breakdown.
Yeah, just a little
in the
bit.
third act.
Just a little bit, but also it's pretty much not as Brian David Gilbert at the very end, and more just oh my god, how am I actually getting this done?
Mm-hmm.
But there are moments during the entire process where on the second day of building it, I did turn into Brian David Gilbert at one point, and I was just oh my god, okay, this is the vibe I'm going for with this video now, I guess.
Chaos.
Yeah.
All things return to chaos.
Yeah, you'll see it properly when it comes out sometime next week, I don't know. But yeah, I'm really proud of that, and I'm really excited to actually get it in action, because getting 2 videos out aside from the podcast this month has really gotten me inspired to actually start making more content again. And like I said in the update video, my goal for the year is to make at least 2 videos per month aside from the podcast.
Jeez. I mean, good luck.
Look, honestly, it's for something that I'm probably gonna try and make a lot more serious, because my own personal resolution for the year is that if I can potentially make 2 videos for a month until I don't know, April or May maybe, I'm gonna drop down my hours at work so I can go part-time and work more on actually getting stuff like this done, because I'm not gonna lie, if I keep getting enough traction with the videos that I have been with the Rama 1/2 video that came out 2 years ago, this latest Teen Titans Ranked video, and some future projects I have down the line, it's making me really confident that maybe I might have a shot. Again, I'm not expecting to get to that point at any time in the near future, but I don't know, it's worth a shot.
Go for it.
Yeah. But
Go for it.
But yeah, that booth building video is probably gonna come out this week, maybe. See how things go with that. And then next month, and this ties into me talking about Powerpuff Girls earlier, my next in transition video is actually going to be about Powerpuff Girls.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Yep, and it
I
only
look
makes
forward
sense
to
because
seeing that.
yeah, this sort of came about because I said to myself, "Oh yeah, right. I can't talk about both Powerpuff Girls and My Little Pony in one video because it's going to become a huge video, so I decided to split the two instead."
Mm-hmm.
And the MLP video came out a year ago almost, and I'm really just like, right, I want to make this in transition video on Powerpuff Girls, so I've pretty much been binge watching it. But the other reason why I've been binge watching it as well is because off the back of doing that Teen Titans ranked video, I'm like, what if I did a ranked video on everything of Powerpuff Girls in the main series? Yeah, like, yeah, sure.
I'd actually be very interested to see it because, funny enough, Powerpuff Girls did not play a very large role in my life. And it's always been something that's sort of that I've been aware of, I've seen some of, but it was never really it wasn't anything prominent enough in my life to be formative, so I'm actually very interested to hear others' opinions on it.
Yeah, and it's like you get two sides of my
Yeah.
opinions on it. You get the more emotional side of me that's like, yeah, this show is like really formative to like a lot of like how I grew up watching it.
The nostalgia.
And how it sort of made me realize, oh shit, this is cool. And then that started down the pipeline of a whole bunch of other stuff. And then you also get my more
Right.
critical side, which is just like, oh, this episode is actually pretty alright, but this episode fucking sucks.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to a lot of things. May 2023 bring you success.
Honestly, yeah, I'm really hoping for that. I'm really hoping it for you and Jazzy as well, to be honest. And even though they're not here at the moment, I just want to say, hoping the best for you as well, Jazzy, because, like, holy shit, you deserve it. You both deserve it, honestly.
Absolutely.
And, like, here's hoping that despite, like,
Jazzy deserves it.
Yeah. Well, you deserve it as well, Missy. Like, even despite everything going on, you deserve, like, all the success as well.
Oh, right. Because Jazzy is not here, please do follow Jazzy at Lady Jazzington on Twitter.
And also do your little plugs there as well, Missy.
I can also be found on Twitter at Mystic Genesis. MYSTICGENISIS. Chloe.
Kind of surprised you haven't updated the app by this point, but yes, you can also find me on Twitter at Chloe Simflora VA.
I thought about it.
I mean, you've updated it literally everywhere else, and it's like, I'm sort of surprised you still have the Mystic Genesis handle going on when it's like, I see you using Missy Grove voice literally everywhere else now.
True. I don't know. I think everyone knows me for Mystic Genesis, so it's not something I'm in a rush to change.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty fair. Also, like, I guess it's a case of like, oh, I built up all this branding with Mystic Genesis. It's gonna feel weird if I go back on it now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Feeling
Pretty
that.
much. And like there is a precedent of there are many voice actors who rush to change their social media ads to to the name plus VO or VA. And no bash against. But I've always taken comfort in being one of the weird ones.
Honestly, if it works for you, then hell yeah.
And I really don't know anything that I would change it to. So
That actually is pretty
if-
fair.
if it ain't Baroque,
Don't fix it.
it's EDM. Missy Rowland, 23.
Fair. But yeah, you can also find me on Twitter at Chloe Simflora VA. If you want to know the kind of thoughts I'm having on a certain topic without having to listen to this podcast and listen and watch and read that in real time, it's on there. I also sometimes post some incidental blooper videos on YouTube as well, like the "Hi There" clip I posted on Twitter the other day. By the way, that's all outtakes of my introduction to the BILF building video, because I was just like, how do I want to start this off? And then I was just like, well, if I'm doing a Brian David Gilbert style, I'm gonna have to do the most chaotic way possible. So it's just like, I'm gonna just move my chair into frame, do some fabulous movements, and then just say, hi.
Vocal booths. An essential feature for any voiceover artist.
Just a little bit, yes. But that's something to look forward to. February, the rest of the year in general, I'm just looking forward to a whole bunch of things. But yeah, it's just hoping for the best for 2023, not gonna lie at this point.
Wishing you the best, and wishing you, the listener, all the best as well.
And for all of us here
I fucking forget how we outro these things.
Yeah, that's right. We've done the plugs, so we should probably outro it at this point. Thank you all for watching and listening to this. Hopefully we'll be here again next month in order to do this at some point in the month. But till then, I've been Chloe.
I've been Missy.
I've been
Jazzy's already
Jazzy.
gone to eat.
They're probably gonna listen to this and be all like,
And on
that's
that
your impression of
bombshell,
me?
Good night, everyone.
Good night. See y'all later.